So you don't think you're deaf at all?
Nah, of course not.
Georgie?
I mean, there's no point in you mucking around the ears.
I'd say you're probably right.
Georgie, I was speaking to you and you didn't hear me.
You're trying to put something over me.
Miss Baxter, let me explain. If you had a partial deafness since birth, you wouldn't know any different. You'd believe that everyone heard as you do. It already seems clear to me you have a limited range of hearing. We'd like to find out exactly how limited.
Let him examine you, Georgie. If you are hard of hearing and can be cured, it could make all the difference in the world to you.
All right.
Right, Hamilton, on your feet.
What do you want with me?
You're going to solitary.
And it'll be for a long time.
What have I done? What's the charge?
Arson and malicious assault.
You can forget about your release tomorrow, Hamilton. Come on.
How you feeling?
No talking, Lizzie, you know that.
Look, I had nothing to do with that fire last night, Mrs. Morris. I've been set up.
I said no talking.
If you try to make some friends in here, you mightn't have been here now.
Lizzie!
Just going, Mrs. M. Have you heard anything of Evie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, hope she's not too bad. She wasn't a bad old stick, even though she did try to poison us.
We don't know that, Lizzie.
No, we don't know, do we, Mrs. M?
Any news?
Oh, well, no one's seen her, but her stuff's still in the cell.
Well, she can't have been moved to isolation then.
Perhaps she's still in hospital.
My bet is she's still at the general.
Well, she would have had to been pretty crook for them to send her out like that.
Yeah, maybe. What must have gone wrong? Shouldn't have hurt her.
Well, from what I saw of her cell, the mattress wasn't burnt, but the blankets were.
Yeah, well, I just hope it doesn't stop me getting out. It's really going to hit the fan now.
Hey, I just saw Sandy in the pound.
Oh, how's she taking it?
Pretty rotten.
Serves her right, bloody snoop.
Oh, there go. She was due to get out tomorrow, same as me. You can't begrudge her that, even if she is a ratbag.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the longer she stays in there, the better. At least she won't be writing that crap for the newspapers.
Here you are.
I suppose she had it coming.
Well, do you reckon she'll cop a charge?
Of course she will. She was the only one shooting her mouth off about the witch doctor.
And she was wearing that sweater. She'll go for sure.
Which means she's going to be hanging around a whole lot longer.
Mrs. Morris, can I have my phone call now, please?
All right, come with me.
Hey, any of you going to the classes this Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. At least gets us out of the laundry for a while.
This is a telecom recording. The number you have dialed is not connected. Please check the number before calling again.
No reply? Was the recording? Said it wasn't connected.
Oh, well, the phones are often going wrong. Why don't you try again later?
I wanted to catch Wayne before he left for work. I want him to pick me up tomorrow.
Well, where does he live?
Near Linville.
Well, that's not far from me. Look, do you want me to call in and give him a message?
Jeez, would you? That's real grassy, and Mrs. M, I'll write the address down for you. He reckons it's a really snazzy joint. Can't wait to see it. Be a mansion after this joint.
Hamilton, Mr. Fletcher.
I thought Mrs. Davidson...
Yes, she had to go to a departmental meeting. I'm acting, Governor.
Look, I had nothing to do with what happened last night.
Yes, so you said before. Who did?
Well, I truly don't know.
Well, all the evidence I have points to you. It was your jumper found soaked in the turps, and you're the only one that was actively against Randall.
Oh, what about Smith? Look, why would I do a thing like that when I'm due out of here tomorrow?
Some stupid idea of revenge.
Yes, thank you, Miss Bennett.
Look, it's the other women. They're all against me. They've set me up.
Who?
I don't know.
We're not here as detectives, Hamilton. I'll only act on the facts as I see them. Now, I could get the police in onto this, but the department prefers us to wash our own dirty linen.
Oh, and I'm the scapegoat?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you're the one and only suspect. But let the VJ decide your guilt or innocence.
No, that's not fair. You know they won't own up to it.
Who?
Whoever it is who's done this. Look, they're afraid of me getting out because they think I might write a detrimental article about them.
Names?
It could be anyone.
Look, I'll tell you what I'll do, Hamilton. I wouldn't put it past some of the women in here to set this whole thing up. So I'll give you half a day out of solitary to try and find out who did it. Now, if you don't, the charge goes ahead. And you can say goodbye to getting out of here tomorrow or for quite a while.
Thanks, Mr. Fletcher. I'll find out.
Well, you'd better. You can go now.
Wait outside. Do you think that was wise?
Maybe not. It's about the only way we've got of finding out what's at the bottom of all this.
What makes you so sure she didn't do it?
I'm not. But you've got to admit that the whole thing's pretty fishy. I mean, why should she jeopardize her chance of getting out of here just to get back at Randall? She could do far more damage by reporting the newspapers.
That type never acts logically.
Yeah, maybe not. But it won't do any harm to have her dig around for us. I mean, she's a journalist. She's used to ferreting out information. And this time she's fighting for her freedom.
I just heard Mrs. Powell and Mrs. Knox in the staff room. They reckon Evie's burned her face, hair and all.
Hell, she must have put her whole head in the box.
Oh, trust the stupid bitch to do something like that. She's probably trying to prove she can cure burns with dandelions.
Was she going to be all right, Lizzie? I don't know. They said she'd be in for a couple of days, so I suppose so.
Well, lucky that's all she's in for. Otherwise, Sandy would be up in a murder rap. Malicious assault is just as serious, Smith. Oh, are you surprised to see your playmate back? Mr. Fletcher thought she might get lonely and solitary, so he's let her out to talk to you. Have fun. What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't set that fire in Evelyn's cell.
Didn't you? So what?
Well, they're trying to pin it on me.
Oh, I get it. So Fletcher's let you out to play stool pigeon.
Being a lag is worse than being a journo.
Look, please, I need your help.
Well, that's rich.
If I don't get out of here tomorrow, I'll lose my job. I'll lose everything.
Oh, my heart bleeds for you. How about yours, Jude?
No, it doesn't, but I do get a bit of nuclear fallout every once in a while. Please, I'm desperate.
And what's in it for us?
Well, I came in here to write a story, and I'll write you one hell of a story. I'll write whatever you want. I'll write about this lousy place and the screws and the treatment and the knockbacks, everything.
Well, that doesn't sound like much. What do you say, girls?
No.
Look, it's all I've got to offer you, and I didn't do it.
Oh, I know that.
Then you know who did.
Nobody does anything in here that I don't know about. And meanwhile, why don't you do your share of work around here?
Look, Ellen. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Mrs. Morrison from Wentworth. Margot's got a message for you.
Oh. Oh, well, look, I'm really, really sorry. Please, come in.
It's just a message.
No, please, come in. Should take a shotgun. I'm sorry about the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up.
Margot gets released tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. She'd like you to pick her up.
I'll be there.
Well, she tried to phone you.
Oh, yeah, it was cut off. The people who had the place before shot through without paying the bill. You won't tell Margaret, though, will you? Will you stay for a cuppa?
Oh, no, honestly, thank you. Margot's in for quite a few surprises. She thinks this place is a palace.
Oh, it's not a bad joint. I'll get it cleaned up.
Yes, well, I really think she'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I better go.
Oh. 9 o'clock tomorrow, then?
Yes.
I'll show you to the door.
Thank you. Okay, Bee, spill it. What have you got planned for Sandy?
Well, I figure if we get her off the charge, we'll get her out of here and get ourselves some good press to boot.
Well, how are you going to do that? Dob us all in.
Oh, Fletch hasn't got a clue what happened. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her out of the pound.
So?
So, Sherlock Smith here detects that Chick